Jones. Jerry Jones, the ultimate salesman, and he got us just buying whatever he says, right? We're hooked. This is a drug that we cannot refuse to use. This is a situation that a moment of time, space, and reality that we refuse to not see, right? Because we forcing ourselves to watch these games. We love it. We love it. We have hope. And I always say when there's hope in the future, there's power in the presence, not just of the mind, but Jerry Jones understood how to manipulate time, space, and everything else. And he says, Jason Garrett is this guy. He will be a coach in the National Football League. He believes that Jason Garrett is the end all be all. I mean, probably the guy can cure cancer. Probably Jason Garrett is one of those people that maybe if he can't do it in 8 years, just give him 8 more, you see. If he can't do it in 9, give him 9 more, you see. So every year that you think that he's going to be gone, Jason Garrett gets new life. And we as fans, we can say that we are suffering. We can say that we are in misery. We are stuck in this void of 8-8, right now 6-6. And we see that, hey, there's some progressions and then there's minimum regressions. And then we look back and we say, man, there's a lot of regressions. What are you talking about using the word minimum? And then we see the coaching mistakes year after year. And then we say to ourselves, just clap it out. Just clap it out, because if you can clap it out, the positive forces of the universe can just make it look like it's not that bad. And then we look at other opportunities like the Eagles, the Redskins, the Giants. They're no better than us right now. But I'm not saying that they're going out saying that, hey, we want Jason Garrett. But in Jason Garrett's mind, that if only we can just succumb the inefficiencies of the players, not the coaching, just the players. If they can execute, then we can win games. So I give Jason Garrett that. The last game, when you look back at it against the Buffalo Bills, you can say that maybe the players dropped the ball. And then on top of that, you can really talk about Dak Prescott and his inefficiencies, throwing the ball, and Ezekiel Elliott not hitting the right holes at time, although he was running good last week, right? It always one or two players that's the issue, never the coaching, right? And if it so happened to be the coaching, it's not Jason Garrett that's enforcing it. Now, the last video that I made, I kid you not, I said the Cowboys are making adjustments. They are practicing outside. They're getting ready for the Chicago windy weather. Although in Dallas, it's a little warmer than what it was the other day. But, it's not Chicago weather. You can't prepare the wind, the tunnels of forces of wind that blows out there. Everybody knows what I'm talking about when we say that, right? Chicagoland is crazy, but we prepared. Even Dak Prescott said to himself and said to everybody, talk is cheap. It's time to stop talking. We got to be about that work action. We got to be about that life. Even though they getting chippy in practice and these sorts of things, talk is cheap. And even though they bring in extra kickers to challenge the Brett Mayers of the world, right? We believe in Brett Mayer. We believe in this team to win us 4 games in a row, if possible, to get into the playoff. And even though we watched the game from last night, it seems like we are light years different from those teams as it relates to tenacity, as it relates to the approach to the game. The 2 teams that we were able to see last night were actually going to be wild card teams. So we just might play one of those teams. And even if you look at the 49ers, they play with an aggressive tone. And when you look at the Baltimore Ravens, you'll say to yourself, man, our team can be like that. We got the players. But guess what? Jerry Jones believed that Jason Garrett can will this team together and play at those levels. Some way, I don't know what Jason Garrett done to Jerry Jones, but Jerry Jones sees something that we just don't see. And there's a few Cowboy fans that's out there that still support Jason Garrett. And we got to still support this team because at the end of the day, last I checked, I was a Dallas Cowboy fan before Jason Garrett, before Jerry Jones, before all of those boys. Not just to stand on a high chair and say, okay, this is why we love the Cowboys. No, we love the Cowboys because it's our team. But however, Jerry Jones done hijacked the team. He done took it and made it his own team. And we are reactionary, yes. As fan bases we are. We should be. It's been a long time since the last time we hosted anybody's Lombardi Trophy, or since we've been dominant in the playoff. And that's what you play for, right? To get to the playoff, to be dominant, and then to prove to the world that you are the best, and you beat everybody in the playoff, and you get to the Super Bowl, and you showcase that out of your conference and out of your division, you are the best product that's there. And we have yet to see any or taste any of those glories. But let's clap it up for Jason Garrett and Jerry Jones. It's their team. All we can do is just root for the team. We can't make any decisions on the team. We can't tell them who to draft. Although we have some great insight. As fans, we have some great intel and some great intellectual products as it relates to visions of the actual players that's out there. We put out videos, we put out our emotions, our feelings, but we have no control of the Joneses. We can let them know the issues, we can let them know the problems, but they're still the Joneses. Look, to put this down into your mental, since Jerry Jones bought the team, he never received a loss from the team, meaning that he bought the team and every year he's been growing more money. And even in the midst of our famine and our desolence of opportunities in the last 25 years, I can say that one person, it doesn't look like a smear campaign to him because he got elected to the NFL Hall of Fame. He built a $3.5 billion stadium. And then on top of that, to put the cherry on the top, he built another $3.2 billion workout facility. You see what I'm going? Whereas we are living in kind of like shambles of miseries, and we're worried about this team from A to Z. Jerry Jones can get in his helicopter and fly to here to China if he wanted to. And then on top of that, he can get out of China, fly back to the United States, jump on his yacht, and sail all around the world without a care about how we feel about this team. And he can still say that Jason Garrett is his guy. And we just sitting around watching, hoping, wishing. As they say, when there's hope in the future, there's power in the presence. And we just want to win. We just want to win dominancy. We want to establish that, of course. And we're complaining, right? We're not explaining. We're just complaining about the situation. Normally, I just do a lot of explaining about it, but nothing we can do. I can't get mad at the sun. I can't get mad at the moon. We can only just look up there and say, and point at it. Why are you so hot today? Or why are you not glowing tonight? You see, that's the only thing that we can do, right? We can't get mad at the creator, right? It's there before us, right? So even at the Dallas Cowboys team, they was there before I was born, and I fell in love with the team, and Jerry Jones bought it. I can't get mad at it. All I can say is Jerry Jones, I hope he knows what he's doing. But he got us. Jerry Jones, the salesman that he is. The moon is made of cheese. He got us. Hey, and some people are buying the rocket ships and the jets to get to the moon. And when they get there, they're going to realize there's no cheese. Oh, what's that yellow stuff all down my back? Oh, don't worry about it. It's just rain. As he zips his pants up. And we still receiving that yellow rain. That's been my time, Cowboy Nation. I want to know your thoughts. I want to know your opinions. Post them down below. Let's stop Jerry Jones from just making our day go crazy. Let's stop it, but it is what it is at this point. That's been my time. Again, I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Shout out to Jerry Jones, the salesman. Jason Garrett is the guy. We going to the Super Bowl, Cowboy Nation. We're going all the way there. We are.